Welcome to RM and more. If you live football with passion, and Real Madrid feels like home, you're in the right place. News, passion, pure football. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back. Real Madrid kicked off LaLiga with a commanding 3-0 win over Oviedo under Xabi Alonso. Mbappé scored a brilliant brace, and Vinícius Jr, starting on the bench, added a goal and an assist. The opener came from Tchouaméni's recovery and a perfect pass from Arda Güler to Mbappé. Later, Vinicius set up Mbappé's second before sealing the 0-3 himself. We'll break down Rodrygo's chance, tactical moves, and the key performances that made this win unforgettable. The first big headline came before the match even started. Xabi Alonso surprised everyone by leaving Vinícius Jr on the bench. Something that seemed unthinkable, but it confirms what has been said before. The coach will not hand out guaranteed spots to anyone. The message is crystal clear: in this Real Madrid, no one is untouchable. Maybe only Mbappé, Courtois, Tchouaméni, and Valverde hold that undroppable status, but even that isn't absolute. In this context, starting Rodrygo gains huge importance. Not just for what he can bring on the pitch, but because it sends a clear message to Vinícius: if you want to play, you need to earn it. And at the same time, it shows the transfer market that Rodrygo is still a valuable player, not someone Madrid is looking to discard. In the first half, Real Madrid completely dominated. The numbers tell the story: 73% possession and 17 shots to just 1 from Oviedo. It was a Madrid full of dynamism, rotations, and intensity. Álvaro Carreras even dropping into midfield to distribute, Carvajal showing up in unusual positions, and an attack led by Mbappé, Güler, and Rodrygo constantly switching roles. The team pressed high, recovered the ball quickly, and played with 5 or 6 men in advanced positions, suffocating Oviedo in their own half. But in the second half, the physical drop was evident. Something to be expected since Xabi Alonso himself said the team is still in a sort of extended preseason. Possession fell to 55% and Oviedo looked much more aggressive, exploiting Madrid's tired legs. Opponents are starting to read Xabi Alonso's Madrid. The plan is simple: resist in the first half, sit deep, and wait for Madrid to run out of gas. Then, in the second half, push forward and look for spaces. That explains why Madrid dominates so strongly early on but suffers later. This will likely be corrected once the squad reaches its peak fitness. Individual performances. Tchouaméni, man of the match, outstanding. He was everywhere, intercepting, covering, distributing. He surpassed 90 passes with a 95% accuracy rate, something we didn't see often from him last season. His evolution makes him the backbone of this Madrid, reminding fans of Casemiro's prime years. Mbappé, in full leader mode, the Frenchman looked like he's about to have the best season of his career. Faster, sharper, and more decisive than ever. He scored a brilliant goal, led the press, and even helped defensively. Mbappé is not just the star, he's becoming the leader this Madrid needed. Arda Güler, making progress, still lacking full match fitness, but his numbers were excellent: 1 assist and 8 key passes. Intelligent movement, vision, and creativity. He still has steps to take, but his impact is undeniable. Rodrygo, given a warning, he responded to being in the starting lineup with energy, defensive effort, and good dribbling. But he still lacks that killer instinct in front of goal. It was a decent performance, but the message is clear: he must step up if he wants to be a guaranteed starter. Huijsen and Álvaro Carreras, solid first half, contributing both defensively and in build-up play. But their energy dropped in the second half, which is normal at this stage. Valuable experience, and signs of growth. Rudiger and the defense. The German showed some issues with pace, something that needs to improve. Xabi is managing rotations with Militao to avoid overuse. Carvajal, while not fully fit, showed he can still hold up a good level across the season. Xabi Alonso is clear: there is no fixed starting 11. Every match will be planned depending on the opponent and the physical condition of the players. That means constant rotations. Players like Gonzalo, Brahim, and Mastantuono are important for maintaining intensity. And even loanees like Nico Paz, who impressed in Italy with a goal and an assist, are being monitored as potential future options. The squad is deep, but there may still be room for reinforcements, especially in midfield and defense. Vinícius was on the bench, and when he came on, his attitude was questionable. Some claim he made a gesture towards the stands, others say it was directed at the coach. Either way, Mbappé had to step in to calm things down. But despite that apathetic start, Vinícius quickly reminded everyone of his talent. In just a few minutes, he managed to score a goal and provide an assist, showing that even in difficult moments, his quality can make the difference. Xabi Alonso's response was blunt: "Nobody has a guaranteed spot." This wasn't just a message to Vinícius, but to the entire squad. Meritocracy will rule. This Real Madrid under Xabi Alonso is still a work in progress. Physically, they are not at their best, but the ideas are already clear: high pressing, compact blocks, positional dominance, and dynamic attacking play. The challenge will be maintaining that intensity for 90 minutes and managing rotations so players like Mbappé, Vinicius, Rodrygo, Güler, and Valverde can perform throughout the packed calendar. The important thing is that results are coming, even during this adaptation phase. And that is a very good sign for what's to come. The referee, de Burgos Bengoetxea, had a generally correct performance, letting the game flow and showing no bias against Real Madrid. Most of his decisions were coherent and did not disrupt the rhythm of the match. However, there were a few controversial moments. In the first half, he missed a clear penalty on Mastantuono, which could have been awarded in favor of Madrid. On the other hand, there was a possible penalty by Huijsen on Salomon Rondon inside the box, which was also not given, this time in favor of Oviedo. Overall, despite these incidents, his performance was balanced. He allowed the game to continue and validated key actions, such as Tchouaméni's challenge leading to the first goal, something that in previous seasons might have been called a foul. If Madrid gets refereeing this consistent throughout the season, their LaLiga performance will depend more on their level of play than on referee decisions. That's it for today's analysis. Xabi Alonso's Madrid is exciting, but it's also showing that internal competition will be tougher than ever. Vinícius, Rodrygo, Güler, Brahim, Gonzalo, everyone will have to fight for a place. What do you think? Was Xabi right to bench Vinícius? Should Rodrygo stay this season? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on Real Madrid. See you in the next video.